Hey campers, it's Jen Cyber again, coming to you from the Mount Vernon campus of the George Washington University. Our campers are busy securing computers and cell phones, and thanks to the National Security Agency and the National Science Foundation, you can too, so grab a cookie. Cybersecurity is in the house. Yesterday we talked about encapsulation as a cybersecurity concept. This is like keeping the pots and pans together in the same cabinet of your kitchen. Keeping like items together and storing them where you will use them the most is encapsulation. In cybersecurity, containers of code are kept together, and important containers are kept together, like the ones that check to see if your password are correct. These important containers only let a limited number of people or programs access them. Today we're going to discuss a new rule that cybersecurity experts use. Look at this picture and I will give you a hint about the rule we'll talk about today. Think about the furniture in your house. You can change it and move it around and your house stays the same. That's our hint. Today, we're talking about a concept known as modularity. Computer programs, like a game or the word processor that you use when you have to write an essay, have millions of lines of code. Thousands of people have worked together to create those computer programs. Programs, or teams of programmers, work on very small parts of the program, like the containers that we talked about when we discussed encapsulation. Breaking big problems into smaller, more manageable problems is called modularity. It's kind of like this jigsaw puzzle. There's many parts that create the whole picture. Modularity in cybersecurity is actually different from a jigsaw puzzle because you can move the parts around and change them, and the picture doesn't change. That's why modularity is more like furniture in a house. You can move furniture around in a room. You can even move furniture around so that a dining room becomes a bedroom. But the house and the rooms of the house stay the same. And with modularity, when you need to add security, you add another module. A baby gate, for example. Or furniture covers to protect from stains. Baby gates and furniture covers provide added security and protection and can be easily changed. Let's look at an example of a computer program that uses modularity. At the University of Negev, students worked with professors to put together a jigsaw puzzle using a camera, a robotic arm, and a computer. Can you see those in the picture? How awesome are those professors to come up with such a cool homework problem? Even if you don't understand this modular computer design, you can see that each box has a special purpose. Can you see that each box is separate and has its own function? The computer and robotic arm start putting a puzzle together the same way you do. You scatter the puzzle pieces on a table or a desk. Can you find the shape that describes that first step in the computer modular program on the screen? Did you find the first step? We pointed it out here with a red arrow. It is the oval shape that says scattered puzzle pieces on a desk. Each box is independent and contains everything necessary to execute a small part of a bigger task. Experts may find out that one of these blocks has a mistake that lets a cyber outlaw change the program. The modular design not only lets someone fix the broken part, but modular designs also keeps the mistake within the small boxes of the computer program. What does modularization look like in the real world? If the screen on your cell phone breaks, you don't have to throw away the whole phone. You can replace the screen, and the phone is as good as new. And even with a broken screen, you may be able to make a phone call or use it as a flashlight. Can you think of an example of cybersecurity modularity on a computer, smartphone, or tablet that you use every day? When you accept updates and patches to your smartphone and software, this is an example of modularity. You should accept updates and patches to your smartphone software. You should keep your phone's operating system software up to date by enabling automatic updates or accepting updates when prompted from your service provider, operating system provider, device manufacturer, or application provider. By keeping your operating system current, you reduce the risk of exposure to cyber threats. Can you think of an example of cybersecurity modularity on computers, smartphones, and tablets? The ones you use every day? The devices and programs you use need to be updated. Companies that make devices and programs that you buy from real or online stores do lots of research, and they're trying to find weaknesses that cyber outlaws can use to steal your data. You should keep your phone's operating system up to date by enabling updates or accepting updates when prompted from your service provider, operating system provider, device manufacturer, or application provider. By keeping your operating system current, you reduce threats of exposure to cyber threats. Now it's time for you to do cyber. Are you up for the challenge? Do you have automatic updates enabled? Go to your Google search box and Google automatic updates. Then add the name of your device or operating system. If you have an Apple computer, you should type iOS or Apple. If you have a computer that is not an Apple computer, type the word Windows. If you have a tablet or a smartphone, type the name of the device, such as iPhone, iPad, Android, Samsung, LG, or whatever other name might be on your phone or mobile device. Follow the directions that are returned by your Google search to see if the automatic updates are turned on. If automatic updates are on, your device will have new and more secure software on it as soon as the manufacturer sends it to you. This is what my update screen looks like on my Windows machine. What could happen when you don't update your computer? Russell Brandom from The Verge explains in this news story. A massive ransomware attack has shut down work at 16 hospitals across the United Kingdom. According to The Guardian, the attack began roughly at 12:30 p.m. local time, freezing systems and encrypting files. When employees tried to access their computers, they were presented with a demand for $300 in Bitcoin, and this is a classic ransomware tactic. Microsoft issued an update to protect against the vulnerability more than a month before the shadow brokers made it public, but the update didn't make it to every Windows machine, and it's plausible that the systems targeted today were still unpatched. Today's snacks were cookies. Do you see how each of these cookies are separate? This is modularization. You could eat one, or more than one, and the rest would stay the same. You could have plastic wrap over the whole tray to protect the cookies from flies, or you could wrap each cookie individually. That way you could take one of the individually wrapped cookies without disturbing the protection of the other cookies. And that's modularization. Let's review. Modularity in computer programs means that each container of code has a single purpose and is isolated from other containers of code on your computer. If there is a weakness in the code, programmers only need to fix that module. The module will change, but the whole program will function exactly the same. Security updates do this. Modules of software are changed on your device, but the device functions the same. I hope you had fun, and if you're not going to eat all those cookies, wrap them in plastic wrap. Talk to you tomorrow! Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or you have ideas you'd like to share, contact us at gencyber@gmail.com. at gwu.edu. We'll look forward to hearing from you. Oh, one more thing about our snacks. The snacks suggested in this online camp are designed to provide a healthy analogy for the subjects discussed in the video. Today's snack is not meant to be eaten, nor should it be eaten to develop cybersecurity skills. For a diagnosis or treatment for any cyber virus, consult an IT expert. The publisher and author of the video are not responsible for specific health or allergy needs that might require a system administrator or a dentist. Snacks are provided for informational purposes only and do not constitute an endorsement of any snack food. In fact, after you watch this video and complete the challenges, eat an apple and get outside. It's good for you.